February is here and there's a ton of exciting content and updates to look forward to throughout the month. In fact, with the release of things like Side Order, February is going to turn out to be one of the most significant months in Splatoon 3's history. So let's check out everything you need to know about the month. Starting us off, Nintendo announced 2 regional Splatfests which will be happening from the 17th of February. The first, which is exclusive to Japan, is which filling do you prefer, which is red bean paste, custard, or cream. And you can see behind the corresponding ink colors as well. This is definitely a very interesting theme, and honestly, I wish that I could have played this one too, because I'm not a huge fan of the other one for the rest of the world, which happens to be which day of the weekend do you prefer, and you can see the options here. We have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I just don't know. I really don't know which option to pick. I've never really thought about this question before, ever, so it's a bit of a tough one. I don't really like the look of the ink colors either. They feel just a little bit generic in my opinion. I feel like we tend to see these ink colors quite a lot in Splatoon 3. So yeah, this is the one that we've got. I definitely feel like Japan got a better option. But yeah, make sure you stay tuned for when voting goes live. That'll happen probably a week before this Splatfest does. So make sure to let me know in the comment section down below what team you're going to choose. I'd love to hear. Now for some Salmon Run updates, we have the new piece of gear which will be available throughout the month. This is the Trevally Derby Rollers, and these look really cool. In fact, I believe they're super similar to a piece of gear that was actually found in Splatoon 2 that never made it in, so it's kind of cool to see the legacy continued on here. Now, I'm not exactly sure what these are a reference to. I have no idea. Most of the Salmon Run gear is a reference to pop culture and movies from like the 80s and such, so let me know what these are. Maybe they're just a reference to the 80s in general because roller skating and such was a huge thing back in those times. But yeah, I don't really know what it's specifically a reference to, if anything. Still, it's nice to get some shoes. We haven't really seen that too much with Salmon Run. It tends to be just hats in Splatoon 3 for some very annoying reason, so I'm definitely glad that we're getting a more unique piece of gear. If you play anytime throughout the month, you'll be able to get this one fairly easily, so I definitely recommend doing so to add to your collection. But of course, if you do miss it somehow, you will get the opportunity in future months. It'll just require a little bit more grinding. I am glad that they do let us get previous gear though, or we could definitely miss it. We also have an extra work event taking place in February too, which will be taking place from the 3rd until the 5th, so that's happening very soon after I upload this video. It'll be taking place on Maruna's Bay, which I know a lot of people aren't going to be too keen about honestly, which I can definitely understand. However, that's just what we're dealing with at the moment. I'm personally not going to be playing this one as I've kind of fallen out of love with extra work. It's just not my sort of thing, but I know a lot of people, especially hardcore Salmon Run players, do really love the challenge of it. It has been good to see this event get improved as time has gone by. So yeah, it's great to see a more significant Salmon Run event happen this month, as in March we should be getting a big run which I'm really looking forward to. Definitely let me know in the comment section what you think about this event though. What do you think about the weapons and the map? Are you going to be participating in this particular extra run? I would love to hear what you have to say. Now, one of the absolute biggest things that'll be happening this month, of course, is the release of the Side Order DLC. Something we've all been waiting for basically over a year at this point, so I'm incredibly excited for it to finally launch. Nintendo did confirm late last month that it will be releasing on February the 22nd. So this release will definitely be something that you won't want to miss. We'll be getting a full new story mode alongside this, probably a bunch of interesting features as well releasing. And just in general, it's probably going to be the absolute biggest piece of new content that we get in the entire game, which just makes me so exciting. It honestly feels like we've been waiting for this DLC for just so incredibly long at this point. There were definitely times where we thought it could actually release at some point last year, but nope, we're here in February 2024, and yeah, it's finally releasing. I do believe there might actually be a sale on currently where you might be able to get some money off the expansion pass on the Nintendo store if you're in America, so that might be worth checking out honestly. Of course, if you already bought the expansion pass when it originally released and you've unlocked Inkopolis, then you should be able to get this automatically, I believe, since I'm pretty sure they both come paired together. Of course, Side Order is where the real money spent will be going because this DLC looks absolutely massive. There's going to be so much to do in this particular mode. And the fact that Nintendo has confirmed this mode should be highly replayable is probably the thing that's gotten me the most excited. I do feel like sometimes the content each month can get a little bit stale in Splatoon 3, so the fact that starting with February we should be getting a new sort of mode gameplay which will be highly replayable is exactly what I think the majority of us have been looking for in the game. I'm gonna have a ton of side order coverage on my channel, like guides and news and just everything that you need to know. Don't worry, I'm not gonna put any story mode or special character spoilers in my thumbnails or titles. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But anything that is non-spoilery or has been shared officially by Nintendo is fair game, so just keep an eye out for that. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're planning on playing it, I'd love to hear. We also can't forget that in February, Nintendo will announce the Fresh Season 2024 free update. Now, we don't know whether they're going to release a new trailer, or if perhaps like last year, they might just give us a new image. Given the fact that Side Order is releasing this month, I think we're probably just going to get an image, and then Nintendo will share the rest of the information throughout the month of February. The reason why I think this is the fact that they want most of the attention to go towards Side Order, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly why they just gave us an image when we got the DLC last time. Still, I'm expecting a lot of cool reveals. There's been a lot of things discovered that we could be getting alongside this update, so I'm really excited to see exactly what will be shared for this Fresh Season update. It's really hard to say exactly when Nintendo will announce it. After all, February the 22nd is sort of around the time that I would have expected it. My best guess is that the Fresh Season update will be announced on Monday the 26th of February, so people would have had a little bit of time to enjoy Side Order. The spotlight would have gone off it just slightly so they can focus on the next free update. But yeah, they're definitely not going to have a ton of time to promote it if that's so. That means they'd only have 4 days to promote it before March the 1st. So who knows, maybe they'd announce it on Monday the 19th and get way ahead of things. That could be an option too. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Either way, I'm really excited to see what the Fresh Season update will have in store for us. I'm sure there's going to be some really cool new maps, features, weapons, and more for us to check out, so I can't wait. There are also a few challenges happening throughout the month of February as well, as you can see on screen. Now, Nintendo hasn't revealed all of them yet, but if you do go check out the in-game schedule or on the Splatnet free app, you'll be able to see the ones that Nintendo has currently revealed. I think there's even one happening today as of me making this video, so unfortunately you might have missed that one if you didn't log into the game already and try it out. But don't worry, there'll be plenty more. I think like most of you, I don't love the fact that it is limited time. That does make it very frustrating to participate in these, and it's been a problem that a lot of us have had with it. So yeah, just try and keep an eye on the schedule so you'll know exactly when they're going to happen. So yeah, there's honestly a lot going on for Splatoon 3 in February. There's so many exciting things to check out that I just cannot wait for. Side Order is by far going to be the biggest and most exciting thing, but for those of you who don't want to pay for the DLC, we will have the free Fresh Season update announcements coming as well, which I'm really looking forward to. So let me know in the comment section down below, which of these updates are you most excited for? I'd love to hear. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Splat Gang so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on channel notifications for more.